Welcome back on this Thursday of These Things Are Written. Today we are looking at Genesis chapter 34. And this is another one of those chapters that really is difficult to hear. And we wonder why it might be left in the Bible, why it's recorded. But it's really to show that even though Jacob's family is the line, it really reflects some about what he did what he did in his life and how that affected his children and their decision making, their deception later on as well. If you remember, Jacob and his family had settled. They had bought up some land near the town of Shechem, where Hamor lived with his sons. We're going to pick it up with verse 1. Again, I'm not going to read all of it. Read through the parts that I don't read so that you have an understanding, get the whole story. That would be good, especially in this one, even though it's difficult to read. Verse 1. Now Dinah, the daughter of Leah, whom she had borne to Jacob, went out to see the women of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, the prince of the land, saw her, he seized her and lay with her and humiliated her. And his soul was drawn to Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. He loved the young woman and spoke tenderly to her. So Shechem spoke to his father Hamor and said, "Get me this girl for my wife." Now Jacob heard that he had defiled his daughter Dinah, but his sons were with his livestock in the field. So Jacob held his peace until they came. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak to him. The sons of Jacob had come in from the field as soon as they heard it, and the men were indignant and very angry, because he, Shechem, had done an outrageous thing in Israel by lying with Jacob's daughter, for such a thing must not be done. Okay, first of all, whether it's consensual or not, it's wrong. And in this case, it makes it wrong because it wasn't consensual. You see that he seized her forcefully. He lay with her. He humiliated her. All of those things. It was more than just that Shechem and Dinah had laid together, and she was humiliated because she was not married yet. But it was more of a rape situation than anything. Notice the responses. Shechem loved her, wanted to marry her. A little late for that, I think, but anyway. Hamor listened to his son. His son was the prince of the land. That's why the town of Shechem was named for him. Jacob seemed to give in to Hamor to keep the peace a little bit, because we'll notice that Dinah is with Shechem later on. Her brothers, on the other hand, were upset. They were indignant, very angry because of what he had done and how that was not permitted, not allowed. It was evil. And by the way, still is. Verse 11, we're going to pick it up there. Shechem also said to his father and to her brothers, to her father and to her brothers, "Let me find favor in your eyes, and whatever you say to me, I will give. Ask me for as great a bride price and gift as you will, and I will give whatever you say to me. Only give me the young woman to be my wife." The sons of Jacob answered Shechem and his father Hamor deceitfully, because he had defiled their sister Dinah. They said to him, "We cannot do this thing to give our sister to one who is uncircumcised, for that would be a disgrace to us. Only on this condition will we agree with you, that you will become as we are, by every male among you being circumcised." Shechem wanted to do the right thing a little late. He put the cart before the horse in many ways. Jacob's sons were following in his father's footsteps, weren't they? They were being very deceitful. They asked them to be circumcised. Now, the idea of circumcision was established by Moses. Isaac had been circumcised. His sons were circumcised. Jacob's sons were circumcised as well. That was the sign of being part of God's people. But it doesn't say that their daughters may only marry those who are circumcised. It was a trick. We read what happened in the next section. And all who went out to the gate of the city listened to Hamor and his son Shechem, and every male was circumcised, all who went out to the gate of the city. And on the third day, when they were sore, two of the sons of Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords and came against the city while it felt secure and killed all the males. They killed Hamor and his son Shechem with the sword and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went away. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and plundered the city because they had defiled their sister. They had their revenge, but this led to trouble. See, Jacob and his family would not be trusted by their neighbors. And this deceit that they feel that they got away with would come back to haunt them with Jacob when they would, or with Joseph when they would deceive their father concerning them. Notice how often the sins of the fathers are passed down. As fathers, as men, we are called to stop those sins that we maybe have inherited and try to raise our children better than we. Not that our parents did a bad job, but like everyone, they were sinners. Our job as fathers, as parents, are to set that example for our children in every way. May God guide us. May God bless us. And tomorrow we will get back a little bit more into this story after this difficult chapter. Hope you come back. We'll talk to you again on Friday.